So I got a day off and I gotta be productive because otherwise I just feel bad. So a while ago, like a very long while ago, I got a comment on one of my videos. I cannot find it, but someone recommended that I try to put together a Sam Fisher out of the G.I. Joe classified fodder I had. And that was actually a really good idea because I hate this body from the original NECA figure. It's just really weird and it doesn't pose very well. The head is alright, and he comes with his trademark night vision goggles. So this is a slightly younger Sam than what you see in like the current Ghost Recon games, but it's a surprisingly good sculpt. And I figured I would try to put it on one of these figures, or, well, I'm gonna take parts from, like, all of them and try to put something together. But my first idea was to use this one, because this kind of, like, high-techy armor is very reminiscent of his appearance in Ghost Recon Wildlands, I think? No, Breakpoint. I don't know if they have the same outfit in those games, but Breakpoint is the most recent one, and, yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. But as you can see already, like, aside from the head just looks a bit too big, and that is because if you compare these bodies, this is a lot smaller for some reason. Like, it's not nearly as wide as all the other ones. I think this is because this is like a movie body, and this is more like a comic book style body. So I think I'm gonna go with this body, because I really like this kind of like texture. It's very reminiscent of the original figure. And it's all black, which is how Sam is usually portrayed. And I was thinking maybe I'll take this harness and put it on him. The original, like, rubber overlay for this figure would have been pretty good, but I gave it to my Wesker figure, so I can't really use that. But let's try to get this harness off to kind of bulk him out a little bit. So a minor annoying thing with the G.I. Joe classified bodies is that you can't separate the waist from like the pelvis area, so what you have to do is just finagle all these overlay pieces off and then put everything back together. Huh, these are not compatible. These holes are a lot bigger than this one. That's kind of weird. Why would they do that? So, but the torso here, and let's see, how do we do this? We get the arms in. Oops. And this helps fill them out a little bit more. Okay, so honestly, I'm not in love with how everything is turning out so far. I do really wish I had that overlay that I gave Wesker, but yeah, this will have to do for now. So my next issue is, I don't really... This doesn't quite look right. I think we need a thicker neck, and that's where Outback comes in, because this neck is slightly bigger. And because they're on, like, ball joints, I think we can just, like, heat them up and swap them. So heat it up, and yeah, you can just pull them off. So I have a slight fear that this is going to be too big of a piece for this body, but apparently that fear was completely unnecessary because it just slid on perfectly. So let's see. Yeah, this looks a lot better. The neck is a lot thicker. However, now the head sits too high, so I'm gonna have to hollow out this head a little bit more. So the harness situation is bothering me to the extent that I kind of got this idea. I have the torso for the old Code Veronica figure, and it turns out that this is actually like an overlay, and I've started to kind of like cut off this overlay so I can put it on my actual Wesker figure, and yeah, this is going to be a very slow, annoying process, but if I succeed, I'm going to save a pretty substantial amount of money in like 50, 60 bucks. So, yeah, I did it. So after a lot of wrestling, I managed to get this on, and it's really tight. I had to really stretch it to be able to like push it together and glue it. This side isn't quite dry yet. You can still see a little bit of the gloss, but yeah, so managed to get the original Code Veronica vest on my custom Code Veronica Wesker. So with that, we have this body armor here that we can put on this guy. I am praying that this is the last time I have to take apart this bloody figure. So, get this harness off. Forgot to remove this bit here. Can I? I remember that this piece was really annoying to get on Wesker in the first place, so it would also be a lot easier if I just removed the arms, but we managed. The issue is I can't really see if this bit here is on properly or not. I hate this drop down hinge. Okay, so I can already see that this has bulked him out quite significantly, so there we go. This looks a lot better. And I saved like 60 bucks, so there's that. I didn't really want to buy an entire new set just because of this vest, and this vest only comes in the 2-pack of Snake Eyes and his Wolf Timber. So yeah, it would have been pretty expensive. I'm just going to do some minor things off camera to his face, namely I'm going to repaint his eyes. They're brown for some reason, and Sam's eyes are green in the game, or like a greenish blue. So we have finished up Sam, and so basically what I did was I just dry brushed a lot of like dark gray and then light gray, borderline white to his hair, and I did the same with his beard. In more recent games he's got like a full beard. This Conviction sculpt has more of like a thick stubble, but I honestly couldn't really bother to re-sculpt the entire thing. So I just essentially painted in a whole bunch of lines to simulate texture. And I also repainted his eyes so that they're green, and redid his eyebrows. I also think the eyebrows were already re-sculpted from the original sculpt like years and years ago. And yeah, they're also repainted to have that kind of lighter gray showing that he's aging. So yeah, not like a super intricate custom, but I just kind of wanted to get him done in the first place. So in terms of guns, I think this is this his Conviction gun? I think so. So I'll just put it in his hand like so. And I got a new Sam Fisher figure that looks a lot more like the Sam I'm used to seeing in general. So hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.
Kept you waiting. There was this other guy, though. Army infiltration. He wore a bandana or something.